Building a Star Wars cabin, cantina bar in my garden, part 5. So these are some old kind of Death Star panels that I used to have in my old gym at the old place, and I'm painting them white to fit the aesthetic of the new place. Then I've got these L-shaped brackets I'm adding to the kind of squares that go under the bench area just to strengthen up those joints, and here I am putting them into those kind of wooden squares. Taking off the temporary wood that I had, kind of keeping the MDF pieces together as it's no longer needed now that it's kind of all coming together better, and then getting some wood to kind of put the backing of the seating area on, as you kind of see here, and cutting that all down to size and then screwing that into the back of the wood panels. The electrician was also round adding in the wires because we're going to be doing this in a two-stage process. He's putting in all the wires now, then I'm going to put up all the internal like kind of cladding panels, and he'll come back to put the lights and plugs and switches and kind of things on then. And he's going to be watching this on YouTube, I believe, and this is what it looked like after it was done, with some plywood on either side, and all those kind of joints and things, the brackets in there making the kind of squares at the bottom much stronger, and it's pretty solid now. I can jump up and down on this and it's not moving a bit, and then just putting some extra screws in for extra strength. For the sides of the seating booth, I'm doing this inspired by Dryden Voss's kind of seating area in Solo, not just the Millennium Falcon, so I've kind of started those, and here I'm just showing you where the electrics all kind of run to plugs and lights and things. And then, yeah, I'm going to be paneling all of this up this weekend, I believe, with a friend helping. So I just thought I'd start on the kind of round doorway. So here I am, I've just literally just boarded it all in and then drawn a circle, and I can't really go any wider without kind of cutting into the cabin itself. So I decided I'm going to go with a little bit more of not a perfect circle, because I was looking at some pictures of the Millennium Falcon, and some of the kind of hallways aren't a perfect circle, so I'm okay with that. So I'm just going with that for now, and that's kind of a rough shape for now. Then I'm taking off all the kind of plastic that's over the windows, protecting them, and I'm working out kind of a pattern I'm going to be gluing onto them. So here I am with a bit of cardboard, kind of making a template, taking the windows out, taking the plastic off, and then putting the windows back in, now clear, and it just shows how much brighter it can be in here. And using these little pieces of wood, I'm making a kind of pattern that I'm going to put on the inside, sanding them down, and then gluing the pieces together and stapling them just to make sure they're quite solid, and then hammering the staples down on the other side. Then just started kind of doing some of the sponge upholstery work kind of roughly. It's a really good thickness for the seats, and I'm going for a thinner upholstery for the back, and now I know how deep the kind of upholstery is for the seating area. I'm now going back to those kind of side panels, and this is what we've got to so far. Stay tuned for part 6.